Hey guys, Apple has just announced their latest generation iPad at the new keynote event. And in this video, I'll be doing a general overview of what's changed, what's different, what's new, and what are my general thoughts on the next generation iPads. Now, first off, in the keynote, they did start off giving us some facts about how successful the iPad was. It was a game changer. Nobody thought that it would do what it did. And throughout the course of its 4 generations, it managed to be implemented almost everywhere, in classrooms, in airplanes, in boats, everywhere. And I was actually surprised to see, honestly, since the beginning that the iPad was very successful. Now, where will Apple take this next? That's where the iPad Air comes in. It's a newer, lighter, faster iPad as predicted. However, it did miss out a couple features I thought would be inside. So Apple didn't give us too much details, but I'm sure we'll find that out very soon. However, the iPad Air manages to be twice as fast as the iPad 4th generation and twice as fast graphics-wise as the iPad as well. And the bezel was reduced by 43%. It's a lot thinner. It looks basically like a bigger iPad mini. And surprisingly, they did make it 1.0 pounds instead of 1.4 where the iPad 4 was at. And that was one of my biggest complaints with the older iPads. It was just too heavy. Now with the iPad Air, and the Air is reminiscent of the size and weight of the new iPad, I was surprised to learn that it's much lighter and it'll be much easier on your hands. Of course, Apple's new architecture, the A7 chip, which is 64-bit, will be included in the new iPad Air and the iPad mini 2nd generation. And quickly, while I'm talking about the new processor, Apple has reinvented the iLife applications. It's redesigned them, made them more friendly to use on iPads, iPhones, and MacBook computers, and it'll be better to use in collaboration with each other. And I mention this because 64-bit does present new challenges when making applications, and you can't just use the old applications and expect to get the full benefits of the 64-bit architecture. So Apple did redesign all of these applications and make them work much better on the new applications, which I do mention will be free for all devices. Now, even though it's thinner, lighter, the battery life still stands at 10 hours, which is fantastic. And only 2 color options are presented, not the new gold color, which everyone was expecting. And pricing is $499 for the 16GB and $629 for the Wi-Fi plus cellular version. Now, here's what doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why Apple wouldn't have put in the Touch ID sensor from the new 5S into the iPads, because I think it's a marvelous feature, and why not have it in the latest generation iPads? So that's definitely going to be something Apple's going to be touting in the new iPad next year. So I guess we'll have to see how that goes. Now, the new iPad mini, not much has changed. It did get the new A7 chip and a better camera for the front, an HD FaceTime camera. But other than that, besides the Retina display, nothing has changed size-wise. And I think that's a good thing, because the iPad mini is generally very comfortable to hold for me, and I think it's a perfect size. So it will include the new chip, new camera for the front. It'll be much faster, obviously, than the older chip that's inside of it, because it wasn't even on par with the Apple iPad 4. Now, pricing starts at $399 for the new Retina iPad Mini 2. However, the original iPad Mini will remain in stores for the people that want to get it for just $299, and 2 color options will also be available. However, if you want the LTE version, which is now available on more bands worldwide, it will start at $529. So there it is, the new iPad lineup. While not too shocking, it is a refreshing change in size and speed. And the new iPad Air, I'm excited to see how that will feel. And in general, I'm just happy Apple is making progress. If not very fast, it is making progress. And it will be offering new covers, of course, for these iPads, which isn't too exciting, but it's there. Anyways, guys, I do hope you enjoy this. I'll be getting these new iPads to show you very soon. They will be available starting from November 1st, and I'll keep you guys posted. Peace.